So I was born in Brooklyn. So in like Bushwick. So basically like on the M train, Myrtle, Wyckoff. I was born over there.
Okay.
And
That's
yes,
where
I'm
that's
like
where
a
that's
Brooklyn.
where
I'm a
all my Hispanic people are.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I was born there. Lived there for a little while, but then we moved out to Queens. And then I was in Far Rockaway for a little bit, and then that was an unhealthy place for a young teenage girl to live in.
You think why is that the case?
I got harassed all the time. Like I got catcalled. I got into a lot of fights, like with men and boys. Like I had to learn how to like fight for myself. Yeah, it was really bad. Like just mentally and physically, as a young girl growing up, it was bad for me to live there.
Were you going to school there?
No, I was actually going to school in Lower Manhattan, so I go everywhere. So I
Hmm.
went to school to lower in high school in Lower Manhattan, and I had to take the A train, to
I know
school.
the
I was always traveling, so I never really made friends in Far Rockaway.
Hmm.
It was, but which kind of like was upsetting because I wanted to make friends, but it just didn't work out that way. It was just more so me having a guard up all the time because I just
Right.
got harassed. I got into fights.
About how long did you live over there?
For a while. So we moved there when I was 14. So right when I started high
So you was
school.
a teenager already, and
Yeah, I was already a teenager.
Mhm.
And it sucked because it took because we were in Queens for a while and like I had all my friends living in like Ridgewood, Brooklyn, everything. And
In
then I
one
just got
area.
sucked into Far Rockaway. Yeah, completely different. I ain't
And
know
you know
nobody.
one thing about Far Rockaway, it's far.
You could say that again. And then every weekend the train wants to stop working. You got to
Mhm.
take the shuttle bus, and it was a mess.
It's always something. So
Yeah.
pretty much you didn't enjoy growing up in the area just because of the area and the environment
Yeah.
and the people. Was it
Yeah, I
when you
just
were being
think
harassed? Was it like people your age?
yes and no. It was a lot of like some were my age and then some were also very much older, which
Mm.
was also like the frustrating part. Like I'm 14, 15, and I'm getting harassed by like 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds,
What was the
29.
demographics like? Was it a lot of Spanish people as well, or was it mostly African American?
I want to say there was definitely like the Caribbeans, the
Mhm.
African Americans, a couple Trinis, Trinidadian and everything.
Okay,
And that's why I thought like I would get along because
right. That's your people. I mean,
exactly. I love soca music. I love dance hall. Like
right.
I listen to that more than Spanish music. But
Mhm.
I guess, just being a young girl and, just
It's
growing
hard.
into
It's
my
hard
body,
being a young female. Obviously, that alone is hard already. And then,
especially in New York City. Yeah.
yeah, so I can imagine. So how did you cope with with all the stuff that you were going through at the time?
Looking back, I probably really didn't cope. I was really in just a dark place. I think I guess by coping, I became really close with my friends who lived outside of Far Rockaway, and I
Okay.
stayed in their places and I stayed at their house majority of the time because I didn't really want to come home. I was not ever really looking forward to come
You're
home.
going back home over there, yeah.
Exactly. And then when I went to college out of state. So I went to college in Massachusetts.
Mm.
And that was really important for me
Mhm.
because I needed to get out of that environment. And I
Right.
knew when I was very young, I wanted to go to college away. I wanted to
Out
get
of
the
state.
dorm life. Yeah.
Mm.
I wanted to get the dorm life experience.
Yeah, yeah. Get it.
And I'm glad that I did. I'm the first person in my family to have a bachelor's, to obtain my
Congrats.
bachelor's.
That's
Thank you.
mhm.
Thank you. It means a lot.